Ah, this is nice. So relaxing. It's great to be outside and just enjoying the weather. This is nice.
Yeah, I enjoy a vacation as much as anyone, but it's a shame we're not actually on one. It's 60 degrees outside and, well, we're on your porch.
Yeah, you're right. It could be better. Could not have parking lots and cars driving behind us. But hey, if we keep making a bunch of these episodes, maybe we'll get paid and not have to deal with that and enjoy a lovely beach somewhere, warm and tropical.
I really could go for one of those nice fruity drinks. And I do have a weird hankering for cake. It'd probably taste good with it, right?
Yeah, that does sound good. Hey, did you bring your rum and pineapple?
Don't I always?
Follow me. I've got a plan. Hello guys and welcome to another episode of Hot Shot Chefs. And while James and I dream about being on vacation, this week we're going to be baking two cakes that kind of tie into that whole tropical theme. The first one, the rum bundt cake with some excellent rum syrup drizzle on top. The second one, we're going to be wrapping up with a aesthetically pleasing,
What?
tongue tantalizing,
What?
pineapple upside down cake.
Oh, no he didn't.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
You going there?
Well,
We're going there?
All the way there.
I am so excited. And guess what? The sand is almost here. Sand guys are here. Sand's almost in the building, people.
No.
Sand castles,
No.
seashells. We're going to have so much fun today.
No, James. What did I tell you? No more sand trucks.
But we're doing a tropical cake episode.
You remember last time? With all the cats? What a mess that was.
Starting off with our rum cake, we're going to make in this lovely looking bundt pan we have here. You're going to want to make sure this is very, very well greased with some cooking spray, because the last thing you want is for your cake to stick in here. We have our oven already preheating at 325 degrees. We're going to start off by mixing our dry ingredients here in this nice large bowl.
That's right. And in that bowl, we're going to be adding 1 3/4 cup all-purpose flour, a 1/2 cup of dry milk powder, could be whole milk, fat-free, whatever you like. And then we're also going to put in 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of cornstarch.
We're also going to add 4 teaspoons of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of salt. Where's Chris?
For our next step on our road to bundt cake deliciousness, we're going to be taking 1 stick of butter along with 1 3/4 cup of granulated sugar, and we're going to be adding it to our mixing bowl here. A big old stand mixer. Could use a hand mixer if you have got one. We're going to mix those two ingredients together until they form a light and fluffy texture.
After that's done, we have our bowl of dry ingredients here. We're going to slowly add it into our electric mixer, and we're going to turn it into a fine crumb mixture. That's what you're going to be looking for. For our next step, we're going to use our bowl again. We're going to add a 1/2 cup plus 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil plus 3/4 cup of milk.
That's right. We're also going to throw in 4 large eggs left out at room temperature, a tablespoon of vanilla extract, and of course, the good stuff, 3...
Oh yeah.
No. No. Not yet. Control yourself. 3/4 cup dark rum, and we're going to mix all that together, then throw it into our crumb mixture, and make sure it's all well combined to give ourselves a nice batter that's going to be a little bit on the thin side, just so you know. Alright guys, well, our bundt cake batter has been put together, it's in the pan, and now it's in the oven. It's going to stay there for 50 to 60 minutes at 325, or until a toothpick can be inserted and come out nice and clean.
Now when there's about 15 minutes left, that's when you want to start to make your rum syrup. And what's in that is a stick of butter, a half a cup of water, and 3/4 cup of sugar.
Along with that, you're going to want to throw in a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and a half a cup of the good stuff. Once again, what did I say?
It's
It's a different bottle.
No, it's
What'd
not.
What'd you do with the other one?
It's elsewhere.
You should probably go.
No, I'm fine. We're fine. All right, so we just got our syrup almost halfway done. The cake is also very close. We have all our ingredients in our pan besides the rum. The sugar's dissolved, we just turned it off the heat, and now what we're going to do is add our half a cup of rum to our mixture. You'll see it bubble a little bit. Just make sure you stir it in the rest of our pan here. Our bundt cake is out. Now we have a couple options of what you could do next now that we have our syrup ready as well. You can either take it out onto a wire rack, wash your bundt cake pan and dry it, and put the cake back in, or you could leave it like this. What we're going to do next, or what we have already done, is take in a meat thermometer so you can get decent sized holes throughout the cake surface. That way, when we pour our syrup on top, it will be able to soak in very nicely. That's what we're going to do right now. Our bundt cake is now just soaking in a delicious rum syrup. So while we wait, got a little bit, in about an hour, we can move on to our pineapple upside down cake.
That's right, James. And with that, to get started with our pineapple upside down cake, we're going to need to mix 2/3 cup of brown sugar along with a 1/3 cup of softened unsalted butter. Mix all that together, and I'm going to add in a teaspoon of vanilla and a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Once all that's well incorporated, we're going to be taking a 9-inch cast iron skillet, and we're going to spread that mixture evenly over the bottom. And this skillet is the same skillet we're going to be cooking the entire cake in. And then, once we've got it all nice and spread out across the bottom, we're going to heat up the skillet until the brown sugar melts.
Once the brown sugar is all set, we're going to take our pineapple slices, lay them out, and take half a cherry, put them right in the middle.
Well, we've gotten our brown sugar mix all together, and now I'm just going to go ahead and put that into the bottom of our skillet here. If I can get it out. There we go. Make sure we get all the good little bits out of there. And then just kind of spread it around the whole pan. And really this is going to be a lot easier to spread too, because we're gonna heat it up. So that's going to be the next step. Heat up the brown sugar until it melts, and then spread it all around the bottom of this pan. There you have it. The brown sugar is melted, spread out nicely across the entire bottom of the pan, and now we're ready for our pineapple and maraschino cherries.
Next step, we're going to take 2 egg yolks and blend them until they're thick. We're going to take a half a cup of granulated sugar and blend that into the mix until it's all set.
Before we do all that, I'm going to show you a cool trick on how to easily separate the egg yolk from the egg whites. Okay, so we've got our 2 eggs in the bowl, and we need to separate the yolks from the whites. So an easy little trick, just get an empty, clean water bottle, give it a squeeze, you go up to your first yolk, and it sucks right in, leaving all, or at least most, of the whites behind. And then you just take it, plop that into your bowl, do the same thing with the other one, just suck it up in there, let the whites fall out, and then just transfer it in to your other bowl. And there you have it. We have our egg yolks beaten along with our half a cup of sugar, and we kind of ended up with this pale yellow looking mix, which we're going to be adding to our mixing bowl.
Already in our mixing bowl, we have 1.5 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 3/4 teaspoon of salt.
We're also going to be throwing in there a 1/4 cup of shortening, butter, buttermilk, half and half, pineapple juice, as well as 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract.
Once that is all combined in our mixing bowl, we're going to add this egg yolk mixture into the mixing bowl. And then we're going to take the 2 egg whites we have left over. We're going to beat them till they become nice and stiff, which is the next step we're going to show you. So just 1/4 cup of everything.
Yeah. I thought it'd make things easier since we have so many ingredients.
So it turns out.
Yeah. Let's hope so. That's what you're looking for. Nice stiff peaks on the top. Your egg whites. It's well mixed, well blended, well whisked. Then you got little peaks in the bowl too. All right, our batter is all set and ready, and now is the last step of just spreading it out across the pineapples already in the skillet with that brown sugar mix at the very bottom. So we're just gonna evenly get it all out of the bowl, and then just kind of gently spread it across the entire pan to give a nice even coat. And then we're going to pop this in the oven, 350 degrees, 35 to 40 minutes, or until your cake tester comes out nice and clean. Alright guys, so our pineapple upside down cake is now upside down. Took it out of the oven, it was cooked, checked it with a toothpick, came out clean, and I did the hard part off camera just so there were no accidents and I didn't burn myself. It's a little tricky, the cast iron skillet, but you're definitely going to want to get a serving platter or something large enough that's going to cover the entire surface of the rim of the cast iron skillet. And put that on top of it, and then you're just going to flip the whole thing over. Once you've done that, you're just going to let the skillet sit upside down on top of your platter, and you're just going to let it sit there for a few minutes to kind of let all the cake fall and all that brown sugar deliciousness that we put in the beginning kind of drip down onto the cake before you can enjoy it. Well, our bundt cake is entirely finished, as you can see. It's been a solid 1.5 to 2 hours that we've let it sit, soak up all that delicious rum syrup that we made. You can even tell the moisture in the cake has significantly increased. Even the weight itself of the cake has increased quite a bit.
I don't know if you noticed, but we did not stop there. We decided to keep with our tropical theme and add a couple of crushed nuts on top as well as some coconut to make it all stick on top of our cake. A little bit of semi-sweet chocolate we melted and drizzled all over the top. I think all that's left now is to test this bad boy out.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Woo! Just a little bit of booze in that one.
Oh. Very good. Very good. And you know what? The chocolate, the additional toppings really wraps it all together with such a nice moist cake.
Yeah, it is extremely moist. Definitely want to make sure you let it sit the 1 to 2 hour time frame. And it's just, I mean, aside from the rum feel, you still get the sweetness of the cake. It's not by any means overpowering enough to ruin the cake. It's just fantastic. I'm really enjoying this, and I'm really looking forward to see how it compares to our pineapple upside down cake. So we've gone through and wrapped up our bundt cake. It was fantastic. And now our pineapple upside down cake is done resting. It's right in front of us. And I must say, it is definitely aesthetically pleasing. Now it's just time to find out if it's going to tantalize our taste buds.
Ooh. It does.
Mm-hmm.
instantly with that bite, you can taste the cinnamon and brown sugar right on top of our cake, and the bite of pineapple that comes with a little bit of acidity makes a nice, well-rounded piece of cake.
That's right. A great pineapple upside down cake.
But is it actually upside down? I mean, we took it out, and I mean, we also inverted the bundt cake, and that was an upside down cake. But
So
this is an upside down.
Is it
cake.
right side up? Or
Was the other one right side up?
what if we were upside down?
Should we have eaten them upside down? Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. We've had 2 tropical cakes. Both ended up getting inverted at one point or another. Both ended up tasting delicious.
So guys, thanks for watching,
Keep trying out our recipes.
and we'll see you next week on the next episode of Hot Shot Chefs. What? What is this guy doing? Is he still here? What the... What the hell are you doing?
Oh, I mean, you know, we were talking all about vacations earlier, and we had a whole tropical cake episode. I just thought I'd come back out here.
It's dark out, and it's 50 degrees. Get back inside, you weirdo.
Not my dad, Chris.